Yo! I am Marthe from GynaCube. So we are on a Purview journey together. And we have already connected Fabric to Purview. So that means that we, in theory, are ready to start setting up and defining our data products inside of Purview. I told that to Adam and Patrick, and then they just looked at me like, what is a data product? So we'll just take it from the beginning, and we will in this video discuss what is a data product and why should you care about data products. First of all, where is the data product concept coming from? So the product design way of thinking has become really popular the last couple of years. And that means that we are looking into what is the use case of what we want to create. Why do you want to create that? And then we package that as something that delivers value on its own. And it's really popular in the development community in general. And it's also coming now into the data community as data products. Now, data products was also coined as a concept from the data mesh architecture. And data mesh is a whole different story that we're not going to dive into today. But you can take advantage of the data product concept without going all aboard into the data mesh architecture concepts. So how do we define a data product? Well, a data product could be a container for some data that we want to care about and manage and govern. There's many different ways on how you could define your data product. And it's going to vary from organization to organization. So you need to find the way that makes sense for you. But to simplify things, it usually contains some sort of set of capabilities or characteristics. And examples of those capabilities could be, for instance, that it's discoverable, meaning that in Purview, for instance, I could then search for the data products that Adam and Patrick has already created, discover them, and then reuse them. They could be trustworthy, meaning that they're well documented, and then I can trust that I can use this to deliver on some sort of use case. Maybe they even have some information on the data quality. It could have some sort of security capability, SLA labeling, or sensitivity label, that type of thing. Maybe it has to be interoperable. And also my favorite, obviously, is that it got some sort of value on its own and it got some sort of use case connected to it. We're developing this data product for a good business reason. Now, what are the benefits of thinking about your data as a data product? Well, the fact that it's going to be easier to find, that also means that it's going to be easier to reuse. You're going to have fewer duplicates and point-to-point integrations, both on the data itself, but also on business logic that you're developing and putting into your semantic models or notebooks and so on. All of this can then again improve the quality and governance in general, meaning that you can have more control over the data, who is using it, what should it be used for, what should it not be used for. It can help you reduce the space between the business side and the technical side, because the data product concept is something that the business side can understand. They can relate to that. Instead of data just being this abstract thing that exists somewhere in a SQL database that they're never able to access or open. And the fact that it's now a tangible thing, something that they do understand and they do want to govern, also means that they will be enabled to actually manage and own and care about that data. But lastly, again, what does it mean? This was so theoretical and conceptual and like, what? I don't understand. What is a data product? It depends. So it could be that you want to say that a data product from the technical, practical point of view is one data set, a file, or maybe a Power BI report. Or it could also be that you want to package all of this into one data product. Let's say that you have a semantic model that is delivering one report, both the semantic model and the Power BI report and the underlying tables of that semantic model. All of that is wrapped into one data product because all of that delivers some sort of business value. Now, this is what we want to do inside of Purview. We want to take the physical assets that we've scanned from our data sources and data platforms. We want to connect those assets up towards our data products. Now, if we go into Purview, we go into the unified catalog, you're going to see here that under catalog management, we do have governance domains and data products. So that will be the actual next step to create some governance domains and to create some data products for all the Fabric assets that we have scanned to be able to have better control, govern our data state, and become data driven. And if you want to follow along on this journey and see how we do that together with Adam and Patrick, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And of course, remember also to check out all the amazing videos from Adam, Patrick, and myself. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!